Hi friends, sir, in this video I will cover very important example which is the most commonly used for our real-time requirement, right? Suppose I have a string array is there or list of string objects is there. I want to use that string array or I want to use that list of string objects. At runtime, whenever we are using that array, maybe a chance of null pointer exception if any string is a null. Regarding suppose my array may contain null values or my array may contain empty string, then while using those, if you are not going to handle properly, maybe a chance of null pointer exception. It's a very common requirement, right? Okay, so now what I want to do is, before using that array, can you please remove null values or can you please remove any empty string? This is about my requirement, right? So remove null values, remove empty values, then the remaining list happily you can use so that we can prevent a null pointer exception. Are you getting that? So for this requirement to remove null values and empty string, how you can use predicate concept, that example I will discuss with the executable program. Just observe what is our program, sir? Predicate example. To remove null values, I want to remove null values and the empty string from the given list. Okay, assume that this is my input array, sir. Sir, string array names is equal to, have you observed there are multiple values are there in this string array? Sir, have you observed this is the Durga, one string, but second one empty string. Regarding just a double quotes open and close, even no space also, just a double quotes open and close, empty string is there. Next, third one, null is there, null. Next, fourth, Ravi is there. Next, again empty string is available. And then, sir, valid string Shiva, again null is available, right? If I start using this array without the proper null values checking, there may be a chance of null pointer exception. That's why. So I want to remove null values and the empty string from this array. Regarding from this array, I want to remove null values and empty string from this array, and then happily you can use confidently so that we can prevent null pointer exception. Everyone can able to understand, right? For this requirement to remove null values and empty string, how you can use predicate, that example I want to discuss. Okay, sir, clear with our requirement, right? Okay, now have a look once, sir. Sir, I want to write a predicate. That predicate is always going to take string as argument. Regarding, it's always going to take string as argument, and that predicate will check whether that string is empty string or null value. If it is empty or it is a null value, returns, sir, have you observed, right? Returns false. Regarding returns false. So my string should not be null and my string length should not be 0. Sure, sir, if it is null, if its length is 0, I can't use. That's why write a predicate to check whether the string is valid string or not, which is not null, which is not empty string. For that, how you can write a predicate. Observe that carefully, sir. Sir, I am taking predicate. This predicate is always going to take string as the argument. Regarding predicate is always going to take string as the argument, right? P. Next, if I can give string as input, if I can give string as input, what condition we have to check, sir? Sir, very simple. Yes, should not be null. Are you getting right? Yes, should not be null. This is the first condition, sir. So it should not be null. It should not be null. Okay. If it is not null, and its length should not be 0 because it is not null and it is not empty string. Remember, sir, now yes dot length should not be equal to 0. Yeah, beautiful. Sir, predicate, this predicate is always going to take string as the argument and the input, and it's going to check it should not be null and its length should not be 0. So means if it is not null and if it is not empty string, then only our predicate returns true, otherwise the predicate returns false. Everyone can able to understand, right? Now how I can use this predicate, just observe that. Sir, I am taking array list of string L is equal to, assume that I am creating one more array list of string L is equal to new array list of string, sir. Regarding array list of string L is equal to new array list of string. Okay, sir, why I am taking this one? If it is not null, if it is not empty string, such type of valid strings I want to use this array list, I want to add to this array list, then happily in the remaining code I will use this array list. This is about my requirement, right? Now, sir, here, while here, do you know, for each string, yes, in names, regarding for every string yes in this names. So in this array for every string, if sir p dot test of yes, okay, sir, I'm calling predicate test method. I'm calling predicate test method. If this predicate test method returns true means it is not null and it is not empty string. Clear, right? Sir, now it is the valid string. Add this valid string for this list. Are you getting? L dot add of yes, that's all. Are you getting? This cycle will be repeated for every string present in this array. Are you getting? For every string present in this array, this logic is going to be applicable, right? Now system.out.println, okay, sir, the valid string, the list of valid strings, is, okay, just print system.out.println of L, sir. That's all. A beautiful example, sir, to use a predicate to check null values and to check empty strings. Are you getting? It's a very common requirement, man. If you are not taking this much care, at runtime, null pointer exception may be a chance to get. Are you able to understand, right? So we can use a predicate, sir, to check whether the given string is null or not, or whether the given length of the string is 0 or not, like that. So that if its length is 0 or it is a null, then don't consider that. Sir, for such type of conditional check, happily we can use predicate. A bit meaningful examples are compulsory, you require to practice. Okay, let me execute this code. Have a look once. Here in our example, I'm using array list, right? In our example, I'm using array list. That's why import java.util.array list. Import java.util.function.predicate. Predicate also I'm using, right? Sir, this is about my string array. Sir, one element, second element, third element, 4, 5, and then 6, and then 7. Means 7 elements are available in my input array. Okay, this is the predicate I am writing, sir. So yes should not be null and its length should not be 0. Sir, now I am taking array list of strings. Same example, right? For each string yes in names, if this predicate returns true, can you please add to that? Next, the list of valid names are SOP of list. Okay, now let me execute this code, sir. Have a look once. Here java c test.java. Next, java test. Have you observed? The list of valid names are Durga, Ravi, Shiva only. So, but originally, sir, empty strings are there, null values are there. Empty string is there, null values are there. But all those things by default got removed. Now my list contains only 3 elements. Sir, confidently, happily, you can use this list. We never going to get null pointer exceptions. I hope everyone can able to understand how to use a predicate to check whether the given string is null or not, empty or not. For that purpose, how to use predicate. It's a very common requirements are compulsory, you require to practice. Clear for all of you, right? That's all.